my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, we've got Valentine's Day right around the corner, so I thought I'd do some romantic readings, how the royal couples are doing. I just really need a break from all that Jeffrey Epstein stuff. I know you guys want more and more and more information. Who does this or who does that, or who knew this or who knew that, but honestly, the energies are really getting to me. Because you have to remember, I have 2 channels, so I'm doing a little bit on the other channel as well. So I thought, you know what? I'm sure if it's getting to me, it's also getting to you. Let's do something romantic. It's February. We have Valentine's Day coming up, or VD Day, as some people like to call it. Let's just find out. How romantic are these royal couples? Let's start, of course, with the King and Camilla. Lots of rumors, and we've seen on this channel, all is not well in the castle. Let's see. But that doesn't mean things don't ever get better, right? Everybody who's been married a long time knows there's this, if marriage is straight like that, it's boring. Shall we begin? King and Camilla. Ooh, Clover. Oh, there's the obstacles. They might be on the other side of their obstacles. Ooh, the birds. Let me see. I didn't put those in there properly. Okay. Anchors. Oh, I don't like when heavy things are on top. Mountains, anchors. That means like it's weighing on you. Well, the sun is coming out. The past. Child. The moon. The bear. Let's find out. Oh, the star. The whip. And the bouquet. And the mice. Loss. All right, so it looks like it is up and down. It is up and down. It looks like there's been an obstacle from the past that has really been a drag on things, but it looks like it's going to lighten up. They are fighting. I'm going to tell you that right now, because we have the birds and the whip and the anchor. They're fighting about big things. They're not fighting over who put the toilet roll paper upside down. They're fighting over really big things. Well, I think they're fighting about children. They're fighting about, and I like to be a teaching channel as well. So this is when you do learn them on. Here's the mama bear and here's the child. So that's why I think they may be fighting over children, and this would be adult children because they're in the past. Well, they both have adult children, so they're not fighting over grandchildren. They're fighting over the position with the moon here of the adult children. And this is why I think they're fighting over big things, the anchor. Remember I said when I got this and you get heavy things on top? Look at the tower, the mountain, the anchor, and these are immovable objects. I mean, could you move them? Well, for sure. You could chip away at a mountain and get over that mountain. The tower, you could knock the tower down. You can drag the anchor along, but generally those are pretty heavy cards. When you consider them like the clover or the bouquet or the birds, like, right? Those are lighter cards, like my shoulders right now. I don't see much romance here. I do see, though, the bouquet here. We may see some kind of announcement with the sun on the bouquet and the star. We might hear of some kind of obstacle that they have gotten over. So perhaps we hear the king is doing much better in his health. Perhaps we hear something about her health is a lot better. But we have losses here. I think that there's been a little bit of a loss of what brought them originally together. I mean, it looks like their careers as king and queen are going to be fine. But where's the heart? Where's the ring? Where's the couple? Where are they showing up? The man and the wife. We're not seeing that all. We're seeing a lot of duty. We're seeing a lot of duty. I think we're going to hear a little bit of gossip here right away. That's going to create a little bit of a kerfuffle. Something from the past we're going to hear. It's just a little bit, and it'll pass as soon as it comes along. Like it'll be, a headline one day, and then people will forget about it within a week or so. Yeah, there's something dodging them from the past. I think they'll overcome it in some regards, but it's not looking very loving. It is looking like pretty big arguments are going on. And there's some kind of loss there. All right. Let's do William and Catherine. William and Catherine. Romance reading, please, for William and Catherine. William and Catherine. Romance reading, please. William and Catherine. Romance reading, please. Ooh, cross that they must bear. The Star. Good news. Ooh, health news. Oh boy, oh boy. Child. Choice. They're definitely going to end something. Something is ending. Oh boy. You know what? Here we come again with a friend that Catherine can't trust. Yeah. Okay. They're going to have some breakthroughs. If you look at this line here, breakthrough, breakthrough. Now, see, they have more negative cards than the King and Queen did. I think there's something coming up with Catherine's health that's going to create an issue for them and some stress. I really do. The snake in the tower that's a hospital to me. I don't think it is actually about a child. I think it might be something new. Sometimes it can be pregnancy, but I don't think I'm not calling a pregnancy right now. I think Catherine's going to hear news, or they both will hear news about a friend who's betrayed them. Something is going to end. Something is definitely going to end. They have to make a choice right here. They have to make a choice. I'm going to say, I think there's more disagreement with what school George is going to go to than they're letting on. Here's the choice right here. Child, the choice about the child. I think there's a little bit more discrepancy than what they're letting on. I'm going to say, though, I think Catherine's going to get her way in the end. I do believe that. I believe that Catherine's going to get her way. Again, where's I don't see like lots of love cards. Like we're trying to do romance readings here. And it just looks like there's so much going on with them between family issues, their extended family issues, their own issues, Catherine's health. I think, sadly, I think they're a little bit too busy, or other things are coming on. Like I'm looking for like the heart, right? The heart, the ring. Looking for the male, female cards to show up. And we really aren't getting a lot of that with either couple. So maybe there's just so much stress going on that one part of their life is kind of put on the back shelf, which is very easy to do. On the other hand, I don't see like any kind of endings here. Even though we have the coffin here, I think it's more to do with an illness, not split up, right? If you have the coffin and the heart, and the decision, or there's no heart in here, there's no ring in here, there's no like person in here, so there's nothing like that. I think some things are going to end. They do have the stars and the sun here, so I'm thinking that they're being looked after in some regards, and things will get better. There are good things going on in their life right now. Just when you're trying to do romance and there's so much stress in your life, it's kind of like the last thing on your mind. I think we're going to hear something before long about Catherine. Or maybe it's just we're going to hear that that's where George is going to school. Ayton, I think it's called. That's what somebody corrected me. All right, let's do Harry and Meghan. Now that'll be interesting to see if we've got some split up cards there, right? Harry and Meghan romance. Harry and Meghan romance cards. What's Harry and Meghan? What's the romance in their family right now? Harry and Meghan romance. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's the split card. The scythe. Oh, there's the coffin. I didn't even check to see if William's and Catherine's. Lily, key, house, moon, woman, snake, choice. Now do you see a little bit more what I mean? The split of cards. Tree, whip, clouds, rider, news. I'm telling you right now, this line right here, snake, scythe, choice, whip, ending of the moon, which is the career, key, and health. One of them might need a keyhole surgery. I mean that. Somebody might need a keyhole surgery. I think they'll be moving soon. Here's the house, the scythe, and the key. That means a swift change of doors. Well, ends with the clouds. Some people have pointed out, does lilies actually mean lily? And there's this lily card is surrounded by choice, whip, clouds. Like, is there some choice about lily that they have to make? I'm telling you, these two do not have any peace of mind whatsoever. Looks like Meghan is ruling this. Looks like she is making a decision about the house. I think it'll be a quick decision. There, look at ending, scythe, choice, whip. Like, do you see what I mean? Like, the other cards were stressful situations, and there wasn't much romance in there, if any at all. But this shows completely different energy going on here. I think we're going to hear news quite soon about an end. This also could mean death affects them. Yeah. Scythe and coffin sometimes mean sudden, unexpected ending, especially with lilies. Lilies and coffin to me is always a death, because you put little white lilies on a coffin, right? So when you look at that line, there could be some unexpected quick death that affects them. And then you look at house, scythe, key. That's the quick change of keys, quick front door change. So that's what I mean. They might sell their house quickly. Somebody's health is going to interfere with them. Yeah. See, now this to me is ending cards. This to me is it. Well, you have the ending card right there. Ending, scythe. What does scythe do? It harvests, chops everything down. Here's the choice. Here's the choice. What do we do? Do we continue? Do we continue fighting? The whip is fighting and arguments. And do we continue fighting, or do we move on? And look, interesting, Jack of Wands here. That's why I always call Meghan the Jack of Wands. And there's Jack of Diamonds. That's the Jack of Pentacles, or Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. There they are. Oh, look at that. The card showed me exactly. There's the choice. There's the choice. Now, interesting, the snake, and we have woman here. The snake is the dark-haired woman, and I didn't bring that up in William and Catherine's because to me it was next to the tower, so that's hospital, so that's illness. Here it actually would be a person. It doesn't make sense. End illness house, right? End of a dark woman in the house makes more sense. Somebody's health is actually going to create this is mental health, right? Issues right here. Health, whip, and clouds, mental health issues right there. So I think we're going to hear news about them very soon. All right. Hope your Valentine's Day is shaping up to be something a little bit more romantic than what the royals are going through. Take good care. See you online. Bye for now.